Let's talk content. If you have questions when it comes to content for your dealership's website, you're definitely not alone. We hear them all the time. How do I write content? How do I improve my content? But what's surprising is how often we hear the question, what do you mean by content? In the simplest terms, anything you've made available on your website or posted to your various social media platforms can be counted as content. It could be as simple as a post on Facebook wishing your dealer principal a happy birthday, or it could be a 3,000-word blog post on your site about the history of the American pickup truck. We're going to leave the discussion of social media posting for another day. Today, we're going to focus on 3 types of content that can improve your dealership's website, increase traffic, and create greater potential for lead conversion. Your website needs to be more than just a showcase for your inventory with some basic contact information. Now, don't get me wrong, both are important building blocks for a successful website, but navigational content is of equal importance, so never undervalue it. Navigational content should be viewed as the starting place for potential clients. But where do you start? Begin by focusing on topics that potential clients will be searching for. Introduce your dealership and what helps you stand out from your competitors. Stay away from overused cliches if you're a family-owned dealership. And stop bragging about your expansive inventory. Nobody cares. Introduce your dealership in an intimate fashion and convey your unique value proposition. Focus on the aspects that make your business unique and what makes it yours. Once navigational content has been created for your website, you'll need landing pages. To the casual eye, they may seem similar, but think of it this way. Navigational content provides a starting point for your visitors, and landing pages build outward from it. A landing page is a piece of content with one specific goal. Some might call it a call to action. I think this oversimplifies it. The goal of a landing page is to consolidate information on a specific service, a product, or another keyword that exemplifies your business goals into one page that educates your buyers. A proper landing page is informative, making it suitable for emails, blog posts, and social media posts to link back to. In this case, let's say your goal is to sell a Chevy truck. What you don't want is a single sentence or just a couple paragraphs saying, "We sell Chevy trucks, buy them here." As Wikimotive's editor, I read a lot of content from major players in the automotive industry, from OEMs, from dealerships, from your competitors, and from professional content writers. I even read books about them in my spare time.
Book nerd!
So trust me on this. Don't be the asshole that writes a single sentence saying, "We sell Chevy trucks," and then ramble on nonsensically for 2 paragraphs because you think you can trick good old Google into thinking something special. Even if your page, for some ungodly reason, shows up in a search result, it doesn't provide anything of value to your prospective customer. Who's going to want to read that? But more importantly, who's going to want to buy a truck from you if you can't provide them the information they need? Definitely not me, that's for sure. You must create your landing pages to provide useful, actionable information for your reader. And since I'm feeling extra generous today, here's a few basic points you may want to touch upon. 1. We sell Chevy trucks. Yes, you want to say it, but you'll need to work a little bit harder. 2. Tell the reader why Chevy's lineup of trucks is awesome. 3. Present each model alongside the basic information anyone would need to decide which one best meets their individual needs. You don't need to write a book. You don't need to break into every little detail. Just give a few key facts so they are well informed when they walk into your showroom. This also helps to convey your authoritativeness to Google, which we'll discuss more at a later date. 4. Now you can tell them about your dealership and why they should do business with you. Here's a few key suggestions. What can you offer that your local competitor can't? Do you have a service center that they can bring their new truck to? And what distinguishes it from other service centers? How's your finance department? And what empowers them to help your customers find the best financing option? And yes, if you want to take it a step further, throw in a call to action. In this case, buy your damn truck here. It's that easy. Well, actually, not really. You have to write So, we've introduced navigational content and landing page content, so let's talk about your blog. The good old Blogroll. Content here should be relevant to your dealership and can come in many forms, but the basic principle is you want to create content that is unique, that drives traffic to your website. It should be interesting, informative, relevant to your brand or your site, and it should set you up as an authority. The more interesting and engaging your blog content, the more traffic it generates to your site. So like I said earlier, your blog content should be interesting. Not to name names, but I'm talking to you. Your content is boring as You want content that people will want to read and that will appeal to a wider audience. Don't take the easy way out and write to your built-in audience for a specific model or body style. Branch out, man! Use analytics to define your audience. Identify any targets that might be missing, and write content that relates to them. But how? Easy. Focus on hot button topics like history, major brand changes, hot tech features, and so on. There's so much to talk about, just don't limit yourself. Now that you know the 3 basic forms of content that you need for your website, go write some awesome content. Then join us next week as we dive into my favorite kind of content, local content. We'll see you next Thursday and every Thursday right here on Just the Tip.